Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Saturday, June 5th, 2021 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, I look at the world through the eyes of balance. It's really interesting. Right as I was about to start the Grateful Dead song, Wake Up and Find Out That You Are the Eyes of the World, it just popped into my head. So maybe a message for this energy today, maybe a deeper message for somebody out there. So today, we reach the peak of this Mars, Pluto, Moon intensity that we're going through. So we have Mars and Pluto in opposition, and both Mars and Pluto can have explosive energy, explosive, controlling, powerful energy. And then we add the Moon in Aries, which adds like a stick of dynamite to this, right? Moon in Aries. Moon is our emotions, and Aries energy, which is ruled by Mars. Aries energy is very fiery. It's very passionate, but it can also be very angry and aggressive. So with this, we basically have a power keg. And actually, the top of the cards is actually the exhaustion card. But what this brings to mind, this card, the Nine of Wands, and what I'm really feeling with this is like, how much energy are you storing right now? Like, oh, that's interesting image. How much energy are you storing right now that is not yours, but that is the world's, that is angry and fearful and unaligned and not feeling like it's in its power? Because I'm kind of feeling like that's really the source of this power keg energy. It's not necessarily you and your issues, although they might be there. We're not going to negate those. But it really is just this energy that we've like internalized. It's like, what it reminds me of is like a storage center that's been storing fireworks, blowing up, kind of the energy of that. So it's like, it's not the storage center's issues, but it's holding the issues. That's what it kind of feels like. So how do we ground, transmute, root in, and shift this energy? Well, Mars in Cancer is reminding us that we are being called to nurture ourselves, our families, our homes, our land. Put your energy into that. Pluto in Capricorn reminds us that we have personal authority, and notice, where are you giving over your power and your personal authority? Because if you are not tending to yourself with that Mars and Cancer energy, yourself and your family, and if you keep giving over your power and your authority, there is like major push and pull there that this Moon in Aries will just ignite. So again, what energy do you need to put down, and where do you need to root in and ground in and through this? Now, let's be fair. Not all this energy is bad. This can be very, very powerful, especially if you are feeling very passionate about something and can take action in regards to that which you are passionate about. That can be highly activating in and through this. But again, there's so much going on in the world. I actually posted on my Instagram, a little bit of in the story, I posted like not the highlight, but the, like a thumbnail from this yesterday's scope, and I had two frogs arm wrestling, and that's really kind of what it feels like. We are locked in like some arm wrestling in the world. There are people on this side and there are people on this side, and both think that they're right and the other is wrong, and it's like, brrr. This energy is bringing that up to the surface, and I kind of stay in that neutral Switzerland space of I don't know for everybody what is the best, what is the right thing. We all do have to listen to our own highest and best wisdom and authority. Pluto and Capricorn. Knowing that we are in a world community, and what we do does affect each other. But I do believe when we are aligned with our highest and best, that is the best path that we can take forward. And nobody can really tell you, yes, this is your highest best. No, this is not your highest and best. Well, I think we really do know. Sometimes we'd be like, I don't really know. I'm not really sure. You always know. The soul always knows. So this energy is very intense. Now, where this gets a little hairy, and again brings up the arm wrestling, we have Mercury retrograde in Gemini squaring Neptune in Pisces. Oof. So there are deep misunderstandings. Squares have resistance. And again, I've been talking about this Pisces, Gemini, these squares. Gemini energy is like the breaking news. What's up in this moment? And Neptune has that like universal view that is timeless. I'm not saying that necessarily the Pisces in your life have this, but this is the overall energy of Pisces. And so we are faced with finding resolution between the breaking news and this soul-connected, like, universal wisdom to help us maneuver through this. But we may find ourselves in these arm wrestling locked positions because we're stuck in the breaking news, or we're stuck in like, this is from the universe. And so we really do have to go back to that eclipse that happened, that eclipse in Sagittarius, the owl on the branch, and try to find a higher perspective through this, because there is a lot of validity and there is balance to be found by looking with the eyes of the world, looking at both sides. The song keeps playing. And again, recognizing where are you carrying something that is not yours to be carried in and through this, and where can you root in and through this. Again, I mentioned yesterday there may be fears coming up, a lot of energies amidst the eclipse corridor as well, so there's definitely added intensity to this already pretty intense, energy that's going on for us. The moon in Aries is also feeding into Gemini. So that, like, that fear, that anger, even that urgency of the moon in Aries may be also informing this moment. How can we drop in and not get caught up in that? And again, listen to the larger soul message of how we are meant to move forward in this. Another important element, heart. Don't forget your heart in this. Again, everybody is trying to do their version of what their best is. And I think, some people are waylaid on detours and, have given over their power and authority, but still, everybody is doing their version of their best. So stay in your heart. However, it may be challenging relating. The Lovers we have in reverse. Look at these two cards together. Look at these cards together. These three together. The Source. Trusting in yourself. Grounding in that root chakra energy. Knowing God, universe within you. The Courage card, the Strength card, standing in the courage of the power of your love, the power of your heart, and then holding that like a lighthouse in and through this energy. This will move through fairly fast. The moon moves fairly fast. Mars and Pluto are both slower, but the peak of this is now. So it will move through. How can you be a beacon and a lighthouse of this love, of this grounded energy to help others move through it and to help others realize, like, dude, what you're carrying, put it down. This isn't yours, reminding that. And like, okay, how can we find that balance and relate? So I'm going to leave that there for now. Take it easy, ground in, really listen to your intuition in regards to things. And remember, you are safe. You are held by the universe. So you can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power. And stay curious. Namaste.